The fairy tale, I'm not like everyone, and that's good. In the forest school, all kinds of animals studied together. The fox wrote quickly and beautifully. The hedgehog knew every star by name. The little bear was the strongest of all. And the bunny lily was quieter than the wind. She loved sitting in the corner, watching the dust motes dance in the sunlight. You're too slow, they told her. Why aren't you like everyone else? Lily stayed silent, but inside her lived so much. Stories, feelings, whole magical worlds. One day, the school announced a story contest. Everyone wrote quickly, loudly sharing ideas. Lily thought for a long time. Then, she sat down and wrote one. It was about a magical dust mote that traveled the world, bringing light to those who were afraid of the dark. When the teacher read her story, the classroom went completely quiet. Even the squirrel on the ceiling stopped jumping. You wrote this? The animals asked. Yes, Lily nodded. From that day on, no one asked her to be like everyone else, because they understood we're all different, and that's the wonder, and the quietest ones often hear the most important things. The fairy tale, The Bunny-Shaped Hot Water Bottle. In one house lived a hot water bottle. It was tucked inside a soft plush cover with long ears, just like a bunny. Whenever someone's tummy grumbled or their cheeks grew warm, it was filled with hot water and placed into a bed. But the hot water bottle could do more than just warm. It could listen. It soaked up sadness, tiredness, and tears, quietly, silently, without interrupting. It especially loved helping a boy named Tim. Tim had an anxious day, and his stomach ached from worry, not from a cold. They didn't notice me, Tim whispered to the hot water bottle. They told me, stop imagining things. But I really do feel it. The hot water bottle only grew warmer and pressed gently against his side. It didn't argue, it didn't explain. It was simply there, fully, completely. Tim closed his eyes. It's like you're saying, I'm here, and I don't need you to be cheerful. I just want you to be warm. And he did feel warmer on the inside too. Since then, even when Tim grows up, the hot water bottle will stay with him, because care isn't always about words. Sometimes it's a warm, quiet presence with ears. The fairy tale, When the Pillow Cries. In the room where a girl named Nika lived, there was a very special pillow. It looked ordinary, white, with a soft pillowcase and a small embroidery in the corner. But this pillow could hear tears. Whenever Nika couldn't fall asleep because she felt heavy inside, she would lie down on the pillow, and it would warm up just a little, as if saying, I'm here, you can cry, I can hold it all. One day, Nika had a very sad day. On the walk, her friend said something hurtful. At school, her drawing didn't turn out the way she wanted. And at home, her mom was tired and didn't notice that Nika wasn't smiling at all. That night, the girl hid under the blanket and cried, quietly so no one could hear. But the pillow heard. It moved a little closer to her cheek, grew warmer, and cried too, just a tiny bit, so Nika wouldn't feel alone. You're sad with me too? Nika whispered. A little, the pillow answered, because sometimes to make things lighter, you just need to be there. Nika sighed, hugged the pillow tighter, and for the first time that day felt understood. The tears stopped stinging her eyes, her heart grew calmer, and sleep came. And the pillow stayed on guard, because sometimes the strongest support is simply being there, without asking for a smile. The fairy tale, The Little Bear Who Knew How to Wait. Eva had a favorite teddy bear. During the day he sat on the windowsill, and at night he moved under her pillow. His fur was worn in places, one ear leaned slightly to the side, but he was the most reliable bear in the world. Eva didn't always want to talk. Sometimes she came home from school and stayed silent, not because she was upset, but because her words were hiding deep inside. The grown-ups often asked, "What happened? Tell us, don't stay quiet." And that made Eva hide even more. But her teddy bear Tick never asked questions. He just sat beside her, sometimes on her lap, sometimes in the corner of the bed, sometimes right next to her face, just being there, quietly, without explanations. 10 minutes would pass, half an hour, sometimes the whole evening. And then Eva would take his paw and suddenly whisper, "Today someone yelled at me, for no reason," or "I accidentally tore my drawing, I feel ashamed," or "I'm tired of being good, can I just be here with you?" Tick never answered back, but in his silence there was so much acceptance that Eva felt safe. Because care isn't about fixing, it's about knowing how to wait until someone is ready to share and never rushing their heart. The fairy tale, The Scarf Who Knew the Way Home. In one city lived a boy named Leo. He was kind, but often got lost in his own thoughts. He'd forget why he came into a room, feel scared when things were too noisy, and get tired from being around too many people. The world felt loud, fast, and not very cozy. One day his mom knitted him a scarf, long, soft, and the color of the morning sun. "This scarf is like me, only made of yarn," she said. "It'll be with you, even when I'm not nearby." The scarf turned out to be special. It didn't just keep him warm, it seemed to know when Leo felt uneasy. If he got lost in a noisy shop, the scarf would hug his neck a little tighter. If he wanted to hide, it would wrap around to cover his cheeks like a cocoon. And one day, when Leo started crying right there on the street, the scarf soaked up his tears and whispered, "I'm here. Home is closer than you think." And sure enough, a few steps later, Leo saw a familiar bench, then the corner turn, and then the warm light from his window. Since then, wherever Leo went, the scarf went too. It didn't speak loudly, didn't glow, didn't fly, but it always reminded him of one important thing. Sometimes care is something you can wrap around your neck and feel. You're not alone.